Jim, longtime listener, first-time question. What are your thoughts on Brock Lesnar being the champion and not having to defend the title every 30 days like it was back in the day? It really chaps my ass, and it makes me really hate him.
Well, I think that's what they're going for. And in the old days, the territory, the 30-day title defense was because every territory pretty much ran every one of their big towns once every 30 days. And some were the ones that were weekly got more use out of the 30-day title defense because a guy could stall it off as long as possible. It's been 30 days. He's 3 non-title matches or whatever. But in a big national company, I can buy, because now the UFC has also set the precedent that the world championships only defended a few times a year. And also, when you think about it, besides regional champions, the world champion really only defended in a handful of times, and even the biggest of cities. I think one year they got Wahoo McDaniel in Houston like 9 shots at the champion out of 52 shows, and that was just unheard of back in those days. So, I don't think he has to be on TV every week. That's what makes champion special. It worked with Hulk Hogan. It worked back in the days of, Lou Thez and Buddy Rogers. The champion doesn't need to be on TV all the time. But what is he at? Does he wrestle 3 times a year? How many and how long has he had this belt? You can see I've been keeping up with this closely.
He's had the belt for a while. I haven't been keeping up that closely either. And he works several dates a year, several pay-per-views, and he's done a couple house shows, I think.
I think it may have got old at this point that you never see the guy and he's the champion, but there can be a more happy medium, I guess is what I'm saying. But the champion needs to be special. He shouldn't be on every show. He shouldn't be defending the title on every show, especially on TV. See a package of him or see an interview that he's done. But, the champ, as a matter of fact, except for an angle, when you were the NWA champion in those days, which was the big champion, you didn't wrestle on TV at all unless it was in St. Louis for an angle or Tampa for an angle, or maybe on Georgia TV at one point for an angle. But, you didn't wrestle that much on TV, period.